Hey, hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Chastity. Here we talk about beauty, entertainment, celebrities, books, movies, animes, TV shows, and kind of anything else that guards my attention. Today we're going to get into everything that happened this weekend with that now infamous picture of Serena Williams that turned into a TikTok that turned into a whole lot of mess. So how this whole thing kicked off, there was a TikTok made by a woman who, in my opinion, does not look black and therefore really has no dog in this fight, but let's move past that. And she made this video with like a picture of Serena Williams from, I guess, a photo shoot that she had posted on her Instagram, talking about the fact that Serena Williams is like bleaching her skin and she doesn't love herself again. This is not rhetoric necessary by a woman who does not look black. This is for, again, there are dark-skinned people of other races and other cultures, other ethnicities and stuff like that, but like when it comes to talking about the issues amongst black women, you keep your nose out of it. Your country may have colorism issues as well, but you're still not a black woman. Okay? Cool. So that TikTok kind of goes viral, and you have the people who are dumb and stupid and the people who have common sense going at each other. Because when I saw this picture, my brain did not immediately go to skin bleaching. My brain went to like two or three things. One, clearly whoever did her makeup lied about being able to do dark skin with makeup. Or B, maybe the makeup did look fine in person, but then when she got under the lights of the camera, studio lights, things like that, that completely washed her out. Okay, so I'm a person who, like, I wear makeup on camera, and I have two separate makeup. I have makeup for when I'm filming, and I have makeup for where I'm wearing in real life. And if I were to wear my everyday makeup on camera, I would look extremely washed out. And my makeup just simply wouldn't look good. Versus, I have my filming makeup that, like, as you can see on camera, my skin looks very flawless, very nice, looks very natural actually. But in person, I do look slightly more cakey, as well as a hair, just a hair darker. So when I'm on camera and it's trying to balance out me, my makeup, my clothes, I don't look as washed out. Sometimes makeup looks amazing in person. Amazing in person. But then when you get on camera and you have that coming at you, plus natural light because the photography was done outside, as well as still having like other extra lights, it can very much so wash you out. And the weird thing is, this is very common knowledge for the women who were attacking Serena Williams, because the thing is, Serena Williams has gotten hate since the beginning of her career, and I think the hate definitely ramped up in like the mid 2000s, a time where it was completely fine to just say Serena Williams was ugly and to viciously attack her for absolutely no reason. But then Serena Williams had a glow up, and in my opinion, she didn't have a glow up. Makeup just got better, and she started like maturing her fashion and things like that. I really don't think Serena Williams looks any different than how she used to look, but y'all seem to act like she completely grew up, where it's like, no, she's been pretty her whole career. Y'all just hated dark skinned women for half y'all lives. But then she had this like glow up, and then it was deemed as not socially acceptable to just simply drag Serena Williams. And y'all have been waiting to have a good reason to call her ugly and attack her, because you had a little bit of a reason. Oh, y'all felt like y'all had a little bit of a reason when she married that white man, but it still wasn't enough, because the thing was, black men attacked Serena Williams her entire life, and you're confused that she didn't want to be with one of you when all of you have done nothing but give her hate. Cool. So like you felt slightly more vindicated, but not enough, because we shut y'all shit down. Black women held her down for that situation. But there has been a slow rumble again of people who are looking for any reason they possibly can to jump on Serena Williams again. It's very weird. It's very strange why you feel the need to attack this woman. But this picture was a great way to finally get out a lot of your frustrations with Serena. Because that's the only way this makes sense. Because it makes sense. When I mean it makes sense, I mean making sense for the women who also jumped on this. Because I'm just like, we wear makeup. we know like flash photography, and sometimes you just look a little ghostly and pale. Like for the black women, like, again, black men lack everything. So I'm not surprised that like we had to like walk them through and understanding like this is how makeup works. But like the women who are like, no, she's bleaching, like, ma'am, are you purposely obtuse? Purposely obtuse. Cause I'm just like, if you wear makeup, because when I looked at this picture, my brain did not go to like skin bleaching, and that's what's like the first crop of people who are just like, yo, I want to fight whoever did Serena Williams makeup because they did her dirty. Wrong fact, because it wasn't just because you can tell it was just the makeup, because the issue wasn't just like her skin tone, her eyebrows, her contour. Everything about her makeup was done poorly. Because when I saw this picture, my brain went to two things before bleaching even touched the surface of my head. Right? One, there was a really good chance that the makeup could have possibly looked really good in person. Like, again, sometimes makeup looks really good in natural lighting, looks flawless and amazing, but then once you get on camera, you look completely washed out. So that could have been one situation that happened, that like in person it looked really good. Like it actually did look fine in person. I don't think it did, because like them eyebrows, that contour, oh, bad makeup. Bad makeup to a motherfucking T. But let's live in a delusional world that the makeup looked good. That, or at least maybe like her skin tone looked fine. And so then when she took her pictures, she actually ended up looking a lot lighter. Or, what I think is probably the most plausible thing in this situation, the makeup artist just simply lied about being able to do makeup on a dark skinned woman, which is a common thing that happens a lot of times. A lot of these makeup artists, especially professional ones, don't have the range to do dark skinned women, and they say they do, but then they don't have like foundation and blushes and bronzers deep enough in their kits. That's, I think, what happened. I think this makeup artist said she could do it, he or she could do it, but clearly did not have a dark enough shade in their kit. And because, Hollywood is not back to like normal, he or she was probably the only makeup artist on set, because usually there's more than one makeup artist on set. But again, we have like COVID restrictions, so it's probably a really good chance there's only that person. So it's not like they could send Serena back to get her makeup done, because it'll be done by the same person who did bad the first time. And they had the shade that Serena was wearing was literally the darkest shade this person probably even had in their kit. And that's why she looks casket right. Because it's really hard for me to believe someone who is as prominent as Serena Williams would bleach her skin. With all the critiques and criticisms that Serena Williams gets on a daily, she would bleach her skin. Like, I feel like when celebrities who usually bleach their skin, in my opinion, are usually like D-list celebrities, people that like you don't really keep tabs on enough to notice that they're bleaching until like they're looking like Sammy Sosa. You know what I mean? Like, until they get to that point. A Serena Williams, did you see how quickly that picture went viral? She could not sneakily bleach her skin in private with how big and famous she is. Like, y'all gotta think a little bit. And I think it was pretty obvious that like the picture was bad makeup and horrible lighting. But again, I do feel like y'all look for reasons to attack Serena Williams, because it is not socially acceptable to attack her for being ugly, for being an ugly, dark-skinned woman. You can't do that anymore, because we know that's not true. But this picture was a great way to kind of get out all that anger and hate that you unrightfully feel for Serena Williams. Again, I don't know why you hate her so much. She's literally the greatest athlete of our time. I don't know a better athlete than her. Don't know why you hate her so much. Oh, because she's dark-skinned. So let's live in this fantasy made-up world that Serena Williams did bleach her skin. It's not true, not at all. Two brain cells would tell you it's just makeup. But again, let's live in this fantasy world. If someone is bleaching their skin, why do you think the right way to go about helping them is to be mean, gross, and disgusting to them? The amount of rude and disgusting things thrown her way, people calling her ugly, this, that, and the third. How was that supposed to help her self-esteem? What was the mean rhetoric supposed to do? Because bleaching your skin is colorism, it's self-esteem issues. So in order to help someone with self-esteem issues, you attack them even more. That it makes zero sense. Like, sit with yourself and ask, how does that make sense? Because y'all do this a lot. I've seen girls on TikTok talk about their issues with their skin tone and them going ahead and bleaching, and y'all calling them ugly in the comment section. Instead of giving them love and telling them there was nothing wrong with you, you just attack their appearance. What is wrong with y'all? Like, we're screaming and yelling at victims. Why are you so confused that there is a section of dark-skinned women that don't love themselves when society has not given them a reason to? Y'all went around school calling them burnt, calling them darkies, saying so many gross and disgusting things to dark-skinned women, and then being confused when they have low self-esteem. You are confused why society that makes dark-skinned people feel, especially dark-skinned women, feel horrible about themselves. And then when dark-skinned women fall into that trap and do bleach their skin, who do try to push themselves as far away from the word dark skin as they can, you're mad at them? Instead of giving them love and support, you attack them and tell them, well, you're supposed to have high self-esteem. How? When society has not created infrastructure to allow dark-skinned women to feel good about themselves. Like, are there dark-skinned women who feel completely confident 110% all the time? Yes. But there are still dark-skinned women that don't feel that way. Like, it makes no sense to me to combat self-hate. You're even more hateful. Like, how does that make sense to you? How does that work? That you're like, this person, doesn't see themselves as beautiful as they should be, so I'm gonna call her an ugly whore. Does that make sense? Does that curl over properly to you? Y'all have growing up purposely misgendered dark-skinned women, call them burnt, call them roaches, tell if they are pretty, you make sure you let them know they're pretty for a dark-skinned woman. And then you're confused why this has a lasting impact. You're confused why dark-skinned women bleach their skin. You're confused why a dark-skinned woman refer to herself as brown skin to try to get away from the dark-skin narrative. Are you really? You spent your entire lives bullying dark-skinned women. And then when they show that they are greatly affected by this, you tell them that you need to have better self-esteem. You need to love yourself more. How? When everyone hates them. Like, how does that make sense to y'all? We live in a society that goes out of its way to remind us that being dark-skinned is bad. That is why when you think of things that are good, that are pure, that's white, and things that are evil and bad, that's dark. Like, it's literally ingrained in society that the things that are dark are bad, right? And then again, you act confused why darker-skinned women don't have the highest self-esteem, and why should they? It really is like, you've done all these horrible things to dark-skinned women, and you're like, but still, these bad things should make you stronger and give you a better self-esteem. Like, are you good? Is everything fine at home? If that's what you think, like... Another thing why, like, I feel like it's really weird that they're pushing the she's bleaching her skin narrative is, like, skin bleaching, it does happen in the United States, but the industry is not quite as big as it is outside of the United States. Because I feel like in the United States, we don't have any products that, like, very outwardly say skin bleaching. It's usually, like, marketed as, like, a product for hyperpigmentation and dark spots. Like, that's what it's supposed to do. But it's meant for bleaching the skin, but it's marketed as hyperpigmentation and, like, dark spots, right? Versus in, like, other countries, like, they have very, like, obvious ads that this is for a skin bleaching product, and it's to make you go from dark to light. And if you're light skinned, you can get a job, you can get a man, you can live a beautiful, happy life. Like, skin bleaching products outside the United States is a $1 billion industry because colorism runs rampant everywhere. Because in every culture, there are the people who are perceived as either black or dark skinned, and then you have the people who are fair skinned, and those are the successful people, those are the people that didn't have to work in the field. Like, this, again, this is a thing. That's why my only issue with the woman in that video is colorism is different wherever you go, and this woman is not black, she's not black American, and black Americans and our issues with colorism are our issues with colorism because this is what happened in America versus how different it is in other parts of the world. Even in the Caribbean, colorism is much different. It's more socially acceptable to bleach your skin. You're seen as having money if you can afford to lighten your skin in a lot of parts of the Caribbean. So it's just like, this is us. This is a black American woman problem. You not being one of us and then saying such rude and gross things, it's like, it's unnecessary. This is not your place. Stay in your lane. And again, viewing someone as having self-esteem issues and then going to attack them is not giving what you think it does. Because how is that supposed to help? How is that supposed to help my self-esteem that I'm being called ugly on the internet? I'm being dragged, I'm trending. That doesn't help anybody. Like, I feel like, again, a lot of y'all are pretend nice girls and pretend nice guys. Like, it's all a facade, but your niceness is all seeped in hate and misogynoir. Because again, oh my God, you think she's bleaching, so you then attack her. Yes, the issue with self-esteem, let's make it even worse by attacking her self-esteem even more. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I really just need to get this rant out of my spirit because that really bothered me. Like, it truly did, to see people just completely jumping the gun and being like she's bleaching her skin when it was very obvious just bad makeup. And then to be like, okay, you think she's bleaching her skin, that's clearly self-esteem issues, so why are you attacking her? Like, it don't make sense. The words and the actions not lining up. Again, I do personally believe it's just makeup because Serena Williams does not give me that type of person. Again, it's been how many years? She's just now doing it. Like, let's stop it. I know some of you were trying to be like, well, now that she got a white man and a half white baby, y'all gotta tone that one down. Because again, it's like, y'all weirdos. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.